Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And the question I'm asking today is, how do you stop bullying online? Well, the answer, according to TikTok, is to discriminate against possibly millions of people. Now, here's what's going on as reported by the BBC, and I found this to be absolutely interesting and somewhat disturbing. Now, here's what's going on. Videos that are made by disabled users of TikTok were deliberately prevented from going viral on TikTok by TikTok's moderators. Now, a leaked extract from TikTok's internal rulebook gave examples of what its moderators were instructed to be on the lookout for. And if they saw any of these things, they were basically supposed to flag these and make sure that they were downvoted or basically slowed down. And so they were looking for disabled people, people with facial disfigurements, people with other facial problems such as a birthmark or a squint, Down's syndrome, and autism. Now, such users were, and I quote the rulebook, susceptible to bullying or harassment based on their physical or mental condition. Now, according to basically an unnamed TikTok source that was quoted by Netzpolitik, this is a German digital rights news site, the moderators were told to limit the viewership of these users, their videos rather, basically to the country where they were uploaded. So if they were sitting in Germany, obviously they would be basically limited in Germany, United States, et cetera, et cetera. Now, in cases where the creators were judged to be particularly vulnerable, basically it reported that the moderators were ordered to prevent the clips from appearing in the app's main video feed once they reach between 6,000 and 10,000 views. Now, the video feed is what's auto-generated and personalized for each member. That basically is the content that you're seeing that other people have created in your TikTok account. Now, TikTok has said that the policy was introduced to reduce the amount of cyberbullying on its platform, but added that it now recognizes that this approach has been flawed. Now, a spokesman for TikTok admitted that they had this issue, and I quote the spokesperson for TikTok. Early on, in response to an increase in bullying on the app, we implemented a blunt and temporary policy. This was never designed to be a long-term solution, and while the intention was good, it became clear that the approach was wrong. We have long since removed this policy in favor of more nuanced anti-bullying policies. Now, TikTok has not confirmed whether they've abandoned this measure in full, but Netzpolitik reported that it was still in force in September of this year. Now, I think we all can agree that bullying, especially cyberbullying, well, any kind of bullying, but cyberbullying is a major problem. We have kids that get bullied at school, and traditionally, before the internet, kids could go home and home was a safe place. Now, the bullies follow them online when they go home, and that is obviously a very serious issue. But obviously, people, let's say, with any kind of disability have the same rights as everybody else. And if they want to put out videos and put that out there, I think that they should be able to go viral just like anybody else. And I think TikTok obviously clearly had the wrong approach here, but the greater question is, then how do we defend against bullying? I think you have to have a bit of a thick skin to go online and put yourself out there. I literally do daily videos and audio. If you regularly follow me, you're watching these pretty much and hopefully every day or so, and I get some pretty horrible comments about everything about me, but you have to have a thick skin. I don't really let it bother me. Everybody's well within their rights to disagree with me, although sometimes it gets ugly of what I'm accused of on some of the sites that I post on. But I think it's something that we really need to discuss. How do we indeed police this? I think it is in part education, it's in part time, it's in part basically explaining to those that maybe, let's say, don't necessarily know this, that everybody's different, everybody's unique, and we all have our special talents, we all have our abilities, we all have our non-abilities, if you will. Lord knows I suck at a whole bunch of stuff. I'd probably be in IRS jail if I had to do my own taxes, for example, but this is what I'm talking about, and so how do we address this overall as a whole, as a global community on the internet? Nobody wants to really see anybody bullied unless they're, truly not a nice person. And I think that's the vast minority of us. So let me know what you think, but that is your news of the day. And quite frankly, I'm not a fan of TikTok. I've written on TikTok. I've got issues on TikTok, and with TikTok, and I'm glad though that they are recognizing that their approach was incorrect. But I also think, just coming from from their country of origin, this was a rather authoritarian move on their part, which would be keeping, I think, within, some aspects of how this app has been run. So take that for what it's worth, but that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well, and hopefully leave a nice comment. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.